Hello and welcome to part 5 of the Pennies-AI tutorial series. This time we're going to talk about two different ways to create accounts. First way, follow on from video 4 where we ended up at the initial account setup. If you don't remember how to get there, go to More Profile and check the Show New User Help checkbox and then Save, and this will pop up. Anyway, on to our show. So when you first start, you don't have any accounts, of course, and this setup screen allows you to create those. So maybe you have a checking account, a savings account, a credit card, and a 401k. Maybe you don't have an IRA right now. So it's going to create these accounts with these names, nice generic names. You can go in and rename them afterwards. It's perfectly fine. So we're just going to start out with our starting balance. That will be, the balance that you have today in your account. Just throw in some values here. And maybe we owe a little bit on our credit card because we're responsible. And we've been saving up, so we have $50,000 in our 401k. So now when we save, it's going to create these 4 accounts and initial transactions in each of those accounts with the starting balances. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save now. So now you can create transactions, you can import from a bank file after this, all that good stuff. So now here we are, we've created the four accounts, we have our starting balances, and like we showed in the registration video, it's sorted decreasing by account balance. So if you didn't use that screen, you can use this plus beside accounts to create a new account. Let's see, maybe we also have a health savings account. So we'll just name it the generic HSA name. We'll search for it in our list here. Here it is, HSA. It is a retirement account. And you can put in the company name. Again, that's really just for sorting. We'll just call it Optum. That's one of the HSA providers. And then you can put a URL to Optum here if you want. We don't use it for anything. And then this hidden account is you can hide accounts in your register. Let's say you have an account that's been there for a while. You don't use it anymore. You don't want to delete it because you might want to search for transactions that are in there, for example. So you can hide the account and it'll take it off of your list, but it'll still exist. So now we can save, we can close, and now here's our HSA. And now we can go in, use our little calculator, which represents creating a new transaction. We can say starting balance. And let's say we have $2,000 in there. And then for the category, you see all of our different categories here. But at the bottom, you'll notice these are the same words as our account names, but they have brackets around them. That just means it's representing your accounts. So we're going to transfer back into the same account here. And then we're going to say it cleared the bank. So we know that's our starting balance. So you can enter a comment here too. So here we'll save, and we'll close. And now we've got 2,000 in our HSA. So that's pretty much it for creating accounts. This little circular button here refreshes, so it'll go load your current transactions. Let's say my wife edited one of them because she's sharing an account, added a transaction. When I hit refresh, I'll see what she did. I wanted to talk more about accounts, their types, and how to use them. So we're going to go to a new account, and we're going to look at account types. So you see there's investment account types, assets, auto loans, credit cards, lots of different things in here. What we're going to show right now is an asset because it's special. An asset is anything that has value. So we're going to just create a car for an asset. And you don't put a value in for right now. We'll do that later in the transactions. But for right now, we'll just say created a new asset called a car. And then we want a car loan associated with that asset. So we're going to create a car loan, choose auto loan. When you choose a loan type, especially home loans, there's even more here. It exposes new fields. So we'll say that we bought this on January 1st. We put $5,000 down, it was $30,000, so we'll put $25,000 for our loan amount. Say it was 6% for 72 months. So, and the asset category we're going to choose is the car, because that links the car to the car loan. So now we can go ahead and save that. And when we close, we've got a car loan and a car. You notice that's 0 because we didn't put anything in there. So we're going to go create a transaction for that. We'll say that it'll start it on January 1st as well. We'll say starting value was 30,000. And for the category, you'll choose the car. As remember, anything with the brackets is an account. So we're going to transfer back into the same account for $30,000, and we're going to say it's cleared. So now we're going to save. And when we close, we've got our car for $30,000 and our car loan for $25,000. Now, how does that help us? Other than showing our net worth and went up by $5,000, and now we want to go to future transactions and create a car payment. So this is where it gets good. So we're going to create a loan future transaction. We're going to put our car payment amount here. Let's say it's $400. We're going to set the frequency, that is monthly. There's all kinds of different frequencies, but we'll just choose monthly for car payment. That's pretty typical. We'll do monthly on the 1st, and let's say it starts on February 1st. We save, and it says monthly on the 1st. Cool. All right, so now choose the loan account. We're going to pay against the car loan. We're going to choose an account to pay from. We'll pay it from our checking account. And then we'll say it's a car payment for the description. And then the days before due date. 30 days is 1 month in advance. 60 days is 2 months in advance. We'll start with 30, and then I'll show you how 60 goes. So we'll save this, and then that saves the new future transaction to the list. Then you want to save the list to the server, so you hit save again. And now you see it's sorted up to the top. It's the next one to run. So we're going to run future transactions, and it says, oh, we have new transactions to add. We're going to pay down our car loan. We're going to pay the total amount to the car payment. So we confirm, and now if we close and go to our checking account, we see we have a car payment for $400 on the February 1st. Cool. And if we go to split, we'll see it automatically calculated how much goes to principal and how much goes to interest. So if we go to our car loan account, we'll see on February 1st, we will pay down $275 on our principal. So this is how future transactions can help you, because it shows you what's ahead, what's coming up. Now, if we go back into that future transaction and we find our car payment here on March 1st, because it automatically changed it for us, what if we change that to 60 days? We'll save that, save it again. Now if we run, it says, oh, we'll go ahead and put the March payment in your register as well, because that's 60 days out from today. So we'll confirm that. We'll close. We'll go to our checking account. And lo and behold, there's our car payment. So we can see if we put our future transactions up to 60 days in advance, we'll be able to see what's coming up based on where we are today, what's cleared our bank. Some things, this is a test account, so it's not all up to date, but all the way up to how much money we're going to have if we estimate all of our different payments and our income, then we can estimate how much we're going to have in 60 days. So that's where the power of this comes in. If you do your future transactions correctly, then you're going to be able to see your financial picture a lot better. So, thanks a lot for watching. We'll head to the next video.